Welcome to Non-Common Podcast by Jamal Guy. One thing that I have experienced being black in America is the notion that it is only one black experience. In other words, there is only one way blackness can be identified in my own community and from others. Langston Hughes speaks to those who struggle with living the truth of who they are in a society that views blackness as just a singular experience. I have grown up in Riverside, California, while my mom was a first lieutenant in the Air Force. But also me, my sister, and my mother have shared a twin bed in a one-bedroom apartment when we moved to Philadelphia. Public schools where I live, if you just showed up, you passed. Then I moved with my uncle in the suburbs for 5 years, where I got to see the antithesis of my previous living arrangement. I could go on and on with stories that allowed me to build an open mind to understanding and not being afraid to try something new out of the expectations that others have for me. I think we get hung up on thinking that an ethnic background automatically leads us to this one meaning that identifies who we are, which for me is a total opposite. We are people compiled of experiences or the lack thereof that shapes who we are. The experiences we have and the willingness to break the chains that confine us to boxing ourselves into the skewed perception of one another. We can see this in the world today, all these expectations from others based on our ethnic background. But everybody's journey does not lend them to the same views as you. This is the divide in this country. We cannot pass, nor will people allow us to, because once we realize that we learn from each other from past to present, you might find out that something you despise or like just might be a part of who you are. Just as Hughes could see it in America of the 1930s, we learned that we have more in common than differences, and that is what breaks the chains of hatred of others and ourselves. To understand that we can be from different ethnic backgrounds and still be a collective of many things. Actions like this prompt people to love others despite of rather than because of. Because you're getting to know the person outside of the thought that a society says define you as who you are. Yes, we are ethnic backgrounds. On the other hand, we have many attributes that we have learned from each other, and none of them are mutually exclusive to one ethnic group. Once this understanding is achieved, we can begin to live as one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Theme of English B by Langston Hughes. The instructor said, "Go home and write a page tonight, and let that page come out of you, and then it will be true." I wonder if it's that simple. I'm 22, colored, born in Winston-Salem. I went to school there, then dorm, then here to this college on the hill above Harlem. I am the only colored student in my class. The steps from the hill lead down into Harlem through a park. Then I cross St. Nicholas, 8th Avenue, 7th, and I come to the Y, the Harlem Branch Y, where I take the elevator up to my room, sit down, and write this page. It's not easy to know what is true for you or me at 22, my age, but I guess I'm what I feel and see and hear. Harlem, I hear you. I hear you, hear me. We two, you, me, talk on this page. I hear New York too. Me who? Well, I like to eat, sleep, drink, and be in love. I like to work, read, learn, and understand life. I like a pipe for a Christmas present, or records, Betty, Bop, or Batch. I guess being colored doesn't make me not like the same things other folks like who are other races. So will my page be colored that I write? Being me, it will not be white, but it will be a part of you, instructor. You are white, yet a part of me, as that I am a part of you. That's America. Sometimes perhaps you do not want to be a part of me, nor do I often want to be a part of you. But we are, that's true. As I learn from you, I guess you learn from me. Although you're older and white and somewhat more free, this is my page for English B.